Welcome, students, to Writer's Workshop lesson for the day. Today is Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. This is Ms. Phillips speaking to you. The materials you will need for today's lesson are your pencil, your writing journal, and any notes from previous lessons for your writing. If you don't have these things, go ahead and collect them now and press play when you get back. Okay, welcome back. Now that you're back, let's go over the objectives for this lesson. I will review what a conclusion is. We will recognize what a conclusion of a formal letter should include, and then you will create a conclusion and complete your draft. In this lesson, you will work to complete your drafts and learn more about how to write a conclusion for a formal letter. I'm going to look at a model of a formal letter with you and think about how to organize and conclude a letter. First, I noticed that the writer included a heading, the inside address, and the salutation or greeting. I noticed that the salutation is addressed to whom it may concern. This is because the writer did not know the name of the specific person in charge. So they wrote, to whom it may concern, which covers whoever may be in charge. I'm going to read this first paragraph aloud to you. I'm a student in the 5th grade at Sanchez Elementary School. We are studying westward expansion. We have read Marion Russell's experiences along the Santa Fe Trail. It is a story about a young girl's experiences on a wagon train in 1852. However, I would like more information about the conditions for other children after they left Missouri and were on the way to New Mexico. I will use the information to complete a class project on the topic. The writer explains that more information about conditions for children along the Santa Fe Trail would help to complete a class project. Notice the writer's tone is polite and friendly. We always want to use this tone when writing a letter. Now listen as I read the second paragraph. Would you please send me any materials that you have about the conditions along the trail? I would like to receive maps of the journey through the 5 states and information or films about interesting sights along the way. I would also like to read other firsthand accounts of people who were children traveling along the Santa Fe Trail. Would you please provide me with a list of titles and authors? So, in the second paragraph, the writer wants to know if authors have written first-hand accounts of their travels. These books would be very useful in researching, as would the maps and films about the camping stops along the trail. And in the third paragraph, I'm going to continue reading. I want you to pay close attention. In addition, I would like to know answers to the following questions. How many wagon trains traveled along the trail in a year? How did the children attend school while they were traveling? And what chores did the children have? The writer wants to know specific answers about the children's schooling and chores. Notice that the writer used specific questions in the third paragraph. All right, now here's the last paragraph. I want you to take a special look at the conclusion with me. Because the concluding paragraph is the last impression a writer will leave upon a reader, I know that it needs to be strong and polite. The writer wants the request for information to be answered. The writer briefly summarizes the request and the need for a response. The writer also expresses appreciation. As I read, I want you to notice these things. I am very interested in the lives of children on wagon trains heading west, which is why I am requesting several types of information and materials to help me. If you could answer my letter as soon as possible and send any information and materials you can, I would certainly appreciate it. Notice how the writer of this letter expressed appreciation. The writer briefly summarized the request for the need and the request and the need for the response. Do you think that the conclusion will cause this person to respond? Why or why not? Pause the video now and answer this question in your writing journal. Then come back to press play. Okay, now that you're back, I want you to make sure you take a picture of your answer to that question because it will be turned into your teacher. Can't wait to hear your responses. Also, now it's going to be your turn. You're going to write the conclusion and finish your draft. Make sure your conclusion is strong and polite. Read over your entire draft of your letter and check the tone. It needs to be polite and to the point. Remember to reference the parts of a formal letter anchor chart shown here and any notes that you may have to help you make sure that you have all the components you need in your letter. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.